What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we are bringing a very fun team that you guys can use in the Retro Cup. If you guys have been watching my team building guides when it comes to Primeape and Mew, well, here's the fusion of that. Primeape, Mew, and Oranguru. Oranguru is probably one of the best safe swaps in this meta. It's incredibly strong, and we're going to showcase that today. Now, game one, we're facing off against yonkis, a fellow content creator. I'll have a link down to his channel down in the description, so be sure to go check him out. All right, moving into the first battle, we have Primeape on the lead versus Frostlass. I kind of don't like this matchup on lead. I really like it with energy advantage, so we're going to swap into the Oranguru right here, and Confusion just does so much damage in this meta. Now, we're going to go ahead and let this charge move go through. They're clearly kind of weak in the back to Oranguru if they're not swapping out just yet. So we're going to be able to force a shield right here, but they actually swap out into Lickitung. So that's a good swap on their part, trying to catch the foul play. But I held it right there and going for Future Sight. Oh my gosh, Future Sight is such a good charge move on Oranguru, especially with its bulk. This is an XL Lickitung, and look what it's doing to it. We are forcing him to throw energy, which is very good for us because we're going to be able to come in with our Primeape right here and load up on energy. Now, I believe I decide to shield right here. No, I decided to let this one go. Okay. We're going to trust in Mew to try to close this game out, and we're just going to counter down. Now, we're very close to a Night Slash right here, so we may see the Frostlass come back in, but it is actually going to be a Primeape right here with Karate Chop. So I'm going to bank the Night Slash, swap out into Mew, and just commit double shields right here. I think Frostlass is somewhat near a charge move. Not really, though. It's overfarmed a little bit, but I do have access to Dragon Claw, which I explained why in my team building video. So if you guys want to go check out other Mew teams, it is on the channel. But the main reason being is, one, it's not resisted by anything because there's no Steel and Fairy. And two, it is a great low energy charge move for shield baiting. Now, we do see Frostlass come back in, so we're going to go ahead and go for multiple Dragon Claws right here, just putting as much pressure as we can. And because our switch clocks are out of sync, once I get this second charge move right here, I can instantly swap to Primeape and throw the Night Slash. It puts them in a really tough situation. So I swap, throw the Night Slash, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. Really like the cross chop, or the Karate Chop there, and cross chop on the Primeape. The energy gain is pretty insane, but either way, good battle, very well played. All right, moving to the next one, we have Primeape on the lead versus Trevenant. Okay, let's see what it can do. We know it can win in the 2 shields in simulations, but simulations are just that. They're simulations. So it's a lot different than the real application right here. So we're both building up to double charge moves. So we're going to go ahead and throw both Night Slashes right here. Then I'm going to look to swap out into Oranguru if I can. So we do get a shield. They throw the Seed Bomb, so I'm going to go ahead and shield as well. And then I will be throwing my last Night Slash here to force the second shield here from Trevenant, and then I'm going to look to swap out into Oranguru if I can. I do get the second shield, and I do get the swap, which is beautiful. Confusion as well does so much neutral damage here to Trevenant, and we are going to be resisting the Shadow Ball and only take a little bit of neutral. Even though that is resisted, that's still a lot of damage, and we do see the Lickitung come in. Now again, Confusion and Future Sight, especially in a situation where Lickitung is either not going to shield or it's going to have no shields, right, where Future Sight can land, just does so much raw damage. It's absolutely beautiful to see. Now, seeing Trevenant and Lickitung, I'm going to go ahead and guess there is a Walrein in the back. That seems like a very meta team that you're most likely going to see. We're going to be forcing them to throw energy right here because we're just going to be able to fully Confusion down if they don't, which is fine by me. I can come in with my Primeape and load up on energy. We still have our Mew as well, so we're going to go ahead and counter down. Now let's see what they decide to come in with. It is going to be, I think they decide to come back in with Trevenant right here. Yeah, they do decide to come in with Trevenant, and they're going to go ahead and catch the charge move. So that's a beautiful catch on their end. But ultimately, we do have access to Wild Charge and a shield, so we're just going to go ahead and come in with Mew right here and just load up on some energy and go ahead and go for the Wild Charge now to take out the Walrein because we do still have a shield, and again, we have Dragon Claw, so we should be able to take out the Trevenant relatively easily before they can get to 2 Seed Bombs in order to take us out. So that's going to be a good battle, very well played. So a very meta team on their side, very strong Pokemon in their own right, and it's good to see this team handling that. Okay, moving into the next one, we have Primeape on the lead versus Shadow Nidoqueen. Okay, so bad lead right here, but we do have access to Ice Punch, which is again why I think Primeape is probably one of the best fighters in this meta because of its charge moves. Now we do see Frostlass come in, and this is actually a beautiful situation because Oranguru is so tanky, Confusion does a lot of neutral damage, and Foul Play is going to be forcing shields right here from our opponent. Now, we do get a bit of lag, which is really unfortunate, but I think we're still on the same level playing field in terms of energy, so I'm going to go ahead and let the Avalanche go, or I'm going to go ahead and shield the Avalanche. I'll let the next one go through, and I want to get to one more Foul Play right here to force 2 shields from my opponent because I know Primeape with Ice Punch can do a lot of damage to Nidoqueen if that is the situation. Now, they're going to go ahead and continue to really over-farm on energy, which is fine with me. I think they actually might be near 2 avalanches, so there's the first one. I'm going to go ahead and come in with Primeape and counter it down, and they are in fact at 2. So I'm going to be forced to shield right here, but because the counters are resisted, we will be able to get a little bit more energy, but they swap right away into Primeape to stop that energy farm down, which is a good call on them. So this is still going to be a very close situation, but I think we can hang on. Night Slash is going to do a decent amount of super effective damage, but we will go ahead and overload on energy and go for the Wild Charge now. This is a dangerous situation right here because, as you guys know, Nidoqueen is still alive, and hopefully we can get to this Dragon Claw in time, and let's see if we can. They're going to be able to farm us down as well with Poison Jab, so we do get to Dragon Claw in time, and thankfully because of our Wild Charge debuff, they're only going to be able to get to two fast moves off of us, which is very advantageous because now I can come in with Primeape, which has a decent amount of energy. Now they're going to go ahead and go for the Poison Fang. This is going to be extremely close, and I think Switch Clock is somewhat coming back up, so I'm worried about them swapping, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw Ice Punch now. And this is going to be a race between Powder Snow and Counter, as the Frostlass is still alive in the back, but I think we have enough health in order to take this one, and that is going to be a good battle, very well played. So again, great team effort right there, and Primeape with its charge moves, really solid coverage. Alright, moving to the next battle, we have Machoke on the lead. Shadow Machoke with Cross Chop Karate Chop as well, and it does have Cross Chop. So this is actually a really spicy lead right here. I'm loving the pick here from my opponent. And we got to play this carefully because if we don't, Primeape can, or Machamp actually, Machoke, my goodness. I'm looking at my Primeape, wanting to say Machoke, but I'm thinking Machamp. Can actually put a hurt on Primeape right here if I decide to let these charge moves go through. So I'm going to go ahead and double shield and try to commit to the full farm down right here if I can with counter, and we should be able to get it. Now let's see if what they decide to bring in. We have a lot of loaded energy, and it's actually going to be Oranguru. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Night Slash here for super effective damage, and then we will go into the Mirror Fight to now just try to take this thing down. We do see a Frostlass come through, so this is actually going to be a very interesting situation where we can actually force the shields here from Frostlass, and depending on how much energy they decide to load up on, will determine really if we can win this game or not, because they're going to load up on as much as possible. I am one Confusion away from another Foul Play, so let's see what they decide to do. The Avalanche, not going to be enough to take me out. One more Foul Play, they decide to throw the energy. That's a good call on their side. Had I gotten to that Foul Play, I think it's pretty much over. But what I can do now is come in with Mew, and this is, again, another reason why I really like Dragon Claws for these short situations where I need the quickest amount of damage possible that is not resisted by anything. Again, there is no steals and there is no fairies. So we're going to go ahead and go for this. Dragon Claw. It takes out the Frostlass, and the Oranguru is going to go ahead and come in, and we should be able to get to the Wild Charge in time, and that is going to be a good battle, very well played. So Mew, a really great sweeper for this team. And Primeape on the lead, or even just Primeape in general on anyone's team, I think can apply so much pressure to the whole meta. Alright, moving to the next one, we got Primeape versus Lickitung. Very positive lead for us, so we will see them swap out, and they swap out into Nidoqueen, so we're going to go ahead and come in with the Oranguru with Confusion, and obviously just shred this Nidoqueen apart. Now, Nidoqueen can do a lot of damage to us. It's neutral, but my goodness, it's going to add up. Here comes one Poison Fang. That's a decent amount, and they're going to be able to get to a second one in time. But seeing that I got that Confusion through, I think I can survive, which we do, barely. And the Confusion takes out the Nidoqueen. Now, I do have a Future Sight locked and loaded here for the Lickitung, which is always a great amount of neutral damage that we desperately need. And Switch Clock as well is not back up yet. So I'm going to be coming in right away with Primeape to do as much damage as I can with Counter right here. And just load up on energy, as I will give up a shield. I don't know what they have in the back, but Primeape with Ice Punch and Night Slash is clearly going to be doing something. And it is going to be a Talonflame in the back. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Night Slash here. This is where they actually might give up the first shield, which is going to be great. And we're going to swap now into the Mew. Now I need to be very careful about what I decide to shield here, and I think I'm gonna shield the first one. This is a great position for them to throw a Brave Bird, and it was. So that's a huge shield for me. And again, because we do have Wild Charge and Dragon Claw, I'm gonna go ahead and go for Dragon Claw now to force that final shield from my opponent. And if we do get it, which we do, I can go straight for the Wild Charge, as I have both ready to go. So Mew going to be able to take out the Talonflame right here. I might as well boom this one. Boom! Takes out the Talonflame. And then we should be able to get to another Wild Charge here versus Lickitung to close the game out. So that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. This team has been a lot of fun. I think I knew Primeape was good. Mew, I think I wasn't surprised, but Oranguru so far has been so surprising to me how consistent and strong it is, and you guys can use it on a lot of different teams. Give Oranguru a try. Now we do win another lead, so we're going to go ahead and throw a Night Slash here against Trevenant, and then we will be swapping into Oranguru now to take out the Trevenant's Night Slash. They decided to let it go. That's fine by me. I will come in and farm down with Confusion. So things are still looking very good. If Trevenant's the only counter to Mew, then we're looking really solid to close this game out as we fully Confusion down, and Snorlax is likely going to be coming back in, and Snorlax will have to throw a charge move as well in order to take us out because it can't fully lick us down. Now, again, Future Sight is going to be doing so much damage. You guys saw what it did against XL Lickitung. This is what it's going to do here against the Snorlax if it does land. Oh, that is so much damage. They have to throw energy, otherwise Oranguru just completely takes it out. And again, this is why Oranguru is so sneaky good. The Confusion and Future Sight damage is just too strong. So we're going to go ahead, come in with the Primeape and counter down. They swap into Poliwrath, so we're going to swap into Mew, and that's a good game, very well played. They do decide to surrender right there. But ultimately, I think Oranguru was the MVP of this video. As you guys saw how strong it performs, just great neutral matchups. Now, if you're looking for something to counter Oranguru, Defense Form Deoxys is actually pretty nice. It does take super effective damage from Foul Play, but with Rock Slide or Thunderbolt and counter, you're going to be resisting Confusions while also doing that nice neutral damage. So definitely give Defense Form Deoxys a try to counter Oranguru. But overall, this team was a lot of fun. Primeape, Mew, and Oranguru. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.